R.I.P. 167.
Little 167.
167. Oh, I feel like I barely knew this cat existed.
Same.
Yeah, right? Yes, tell us about...
I just remember hearing about 167, and I think there were occasional photos of 167.
Photo evidence.
I was very young when dear 167 passed away.
Oh.
But he was a cat, or she. I think it was a he, but doesn't matter.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
Its name was simply a number.
It was a cat. They were a cat.
Yes, 167.
That cat. That darn cat.
Classic. I don't remember having That Darn Cat, but it is a live action Disney movie. Mm-hmm. Could have been a 167.
I remember they did a remake of it, and I didn't watch that either.
I like cats.
You like cats? I like The $1 Million Cat, which was a live action movie. That was
a bevy.
Oh, a beverage for.
Are you talking about the
thank you,
movie
producer
that cost
Jack.
$1 million to
producer
make
Jack.
called Cats?
I think no. I think the movie was.
It probably cost way more than $1 million to make that movie.
I think the movie itself was called $1 Million Cat. It's another one of those live action old Disney movies before Disney was back to doing animated movies. They did a lot of live action.
Did you see that Turner and Hooch?
Yeah,
Turner and Tooch.
The TV show.
What?
Is back. It's now a show.
That's because it was originally a movie with Tom
Yes,
Hanks
Tom
and an
Hanks
adorable dog.
And just a big faced dog.
Yes.
Slobbery
Yep.
dog.
I don't remember much about
Dog.
that movie, but I do remember the dog drooling in his shoes.
I can only remember the slobber, and I remember nothing else about that movie. I remember being really grossed out by the slobber.
Oh, but he was a cool little dog.
I didn't have a real
Faithful
affinity for
dog.
dogs back then, so I was afraid of them when I was a kid.
Okay.
So that movie didn't really stick with me as well as it did for others.
Was it? I don't even feel like it was a kids movie.
No,
It wasn't, right?
It was one of those movies that it
was
wasn't, but it was like.
It definitely wasn't a kids movie,
Right,
but
right.
maybe it was like a young adult.
Okay.
Or tween.
They
a teen.
didn't curse in it a
tween.
lot, so like parents thought it was safe to watch. And
Was this before or after the PG rating?
it was definitely
Or
PG, 'cause
PG-13.
PG's only been around it's been around my whole childhood.
Okay,
so,
gotcha.
Yeah, it was definitely like a PG or PG-13 movie that.
Well, that's fair.
that
It was either
that
PG
like
or
there
PG.
were so few movies back then. What are you gonna do? Take kids to see boring dramas or this fun family dog movie?
I don't remember seeing it in the theater. I remember
sure
seeing
I don't remember seeing it at all.
it was a good old blockbuster special.
What's very inappropriate was my first movie in the movie theater. I saw Big. And looking back at that movie, that was inappropriate for a 5-year-old to see in movie theater.
But as a 5-year-old, did you notice?
I had some questions, but I didn't really have straightforward questions. I was just like,
A lot of the stuff probably went over your
But
head.
isn't he 13, right? So he's not actually the age he is. Why are they kissing? Like, these were my questions.
Wow, you had very advanced thoughts for a 5-year-old.
Well, it
Yeah,
didn't
it's
make
not-
sense to me that a 13-year-old and a elder woman who, at that time she was probably like 27 or something, but I thought she was like 50,
Can we talk about how Shazam is a really good movie, though?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I've heard loads of people say how it's a lot of fun and
It is
very good.
So good.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember watching that at some point.
It was a very good,
I've seen it yet.
and I think it's child appropriate.
Oh,
Can't think of anything in it that's not.
That's child inappropriate.
appropriate.
Yeah, there's probably some fight scenes, but I don't think any of those are
Like they did it
probably
way better than Big,
outlandish.
is what I'm saying. Of the whole
Yeah, because they didn't make it like, is this inappropriate?
no,
Yeah.
yeah, it was very good.
That sounds fun. Superhero action. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Neat.
Yeah. Anything? Any other
Any
13
movie
going on 30 movies that we want to talk about?
13 going
I do
on.
love that somehow. Oh, it's because I brought it up because it was Big. Yeah, never mind. Turner and Hooch. I thought of Big. Here we
It's
are.
you.
It was my fault.
It's all you.
30 going on 30. Yep. Freaky Friday. There's
Started
another
with
one that's
Freaky
weird.
Friday.
Yep.
Oh,
There's some weird
what
stuff.
was the new movie that was like Freaky Friday?
Well, with Zac Efron, that's not new. That's old at this point. Freaky.
That was the math.
No, I was going to ask when you
Matthew
said
Perry.
there's the new one that's freaky. That's a horror movie where it's a serial killer and a teenager
Yes,
swap bodies.
yes,
Have
and
you
it's
seen
Vince
it?
Vaughn.
Yes, it is Vince Vaughn.
Yes,
Have
yes,
you-
I did see that. Yes, that's it.
I think that movie is such a lot
That
of fun.
was a good movie.
Yes, it
That
is.
one is not appropriate for children.
No, it's
However.
but
Also not appropriate for me.
adult movie. It's so fun.
It's
though.
fun.
But
It's
you
very fun.
just said horror, and that means
It is. It's pretty gory.
Yeah.
It's gory, but
Yeah.
it's in a campy way.
Yes,
It's campy
that's
gory.
true.
Yeah.
Can't be gory silly.
I will tell you, I was listening to something on my earbuds, and Nick was like, "Can I watch A Quiet Place?" And I was like, "It's a pretty quiet movie."
Gosh.
He's like, "It is till
That's
it isn't."
stressful movie.
It is. It is till it isn't. And so of course I'm sitting there, and he's like 2/3 of the way through A Quiet Place too, and I'm like every 2 minutes jumping out of my skin because I'm not watching it, but I'm hearing the way they use sound in that movie is
Yes, of course.
really
Right.
startling. And so then of course I watched the entire last 20 minutes of that movie, and now I know what happened.
Yeah. Well, now you're not going to be.
This is the second one, the sequel.
I've never seen the first one.
squeakquel.
I've never seen the first 90 minutes of the second one. I've only seen the last 20 minutes of the second one.
I wanna see
or
the
the
second one.
squeakquel.
The squeakquel.
But in those 20 minutes, I learned quite a bit about what probably happened in the first movie. So
And
here
that's
we
your
are.
movie review with Lee Schrar and JB.
Come back next week where we also probably talk about movies.
Movies of yore and movies of today.
It's a mixed bag. We don't want to limit anything. You don't have to just stick with old movies. You can also watch contemporary movies and enjoy them. They're all fun.
I think we just ran the gamut of 80s all the way to 2021.
Maybe next time we'll go way back in time and start doing some silent movie shares. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We could, if
can
I
talk
had
about-
any, I could bring up.
We can talk about...
Guys, I forgot. I'm sorry. Please tell us what
No,
we can talk
I don't
about.
want to talk about it now.
Okay. So I feel so bad.
What is it? What is
Just
it?
something fun that me and Tim went to. We went to the Cat Film Festival. What? They have at AFI. It is a single, it's like about an hour and a half.
I'm appalled. I'm shocked and appalled that you have not told us.
Why
about
did you
this.
not invite your two favorite cat people?
It was very last minute that we went there, so it was kind of a surprise. We're not very last minute, but it was kind of impromptu.
just slip a text or something.
It's happening, but there's still time. There's still more showings of it.
You said a cat film festival?
It's called, I believe it's actually called Cat Film Festival, and they have it on every year. We tried going 2 years ago, but didn't make it because it was sold out. And then last year they didn't have it, as far as I know. And this year they have like 3 showings at AFI. We went to the one that was on Sunday, and it was in the big theater at AFI, which I'm always excited about because AFI Silver is a theater we have in Silver Spring, Maryland.
One
That's
of the most
awesome.
beautiful movie
It's
theaters.
fancy.
It is very fancy. It's like super Art Deco
elite.
looking. It's lovely. It's amazing.
If you liked the decor of Loki, speaking of other things, you will like the decor of this movie theater.
And they also serve... Do they still serve?
They're now serving food and alcohol once again.
And coffee?
I think the coffee bar was opened. Because
That was
that's not
very
that there's one.
high-pitched.
Just got a little Charlie Day in there.
Little mouse showed up. Little mouse.
I'm not entirely sure if the coffee is being served, but the alcohol and
Did it again.
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm sorry. Can you just give me like a quick primer on what a cat film festival is?
Yes, excellent question. It's a compilation of internet cat videos, and it is great. It is. I saw so many. Oh
my God.
I didn't even see any that I hadn't seen before. It was amazing.
Question, was it packed?
No, it was not packed, but they are no longer doing spaced seating, which I was surprised about.
I discovered that at Black Widow, and I had someone at my elbow, and I was like,
Yeah, that was.
if I had
hard
known,
for
I
me.
would have
Spaced
brought
out
my
seats
mask with me.
Right, or spaced out seats, because there was plenty of space that if you want to space out, I think you'll be able to pick out your seats and be spaced.
Question.
Yes.
Is it child friendly?
I think it was. There was an adorable child that was definitely laughing and enjoying in the front row. I don't recall any.
We'll
any
probably
questionable
have to wait
content.
until next year because our
Two littles.
kids are not vaccinated yet, and we're not doing indoor spaces with them.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's for the best, especially with the
Delta
upcoming
variant.
or updated information.
Yeah.
to be safe.
So
Safe as possible.
that's a bummer, but I couldn't just imagine, based on Little Lion Cake's experience with the video game.
Oh my
that
goodness.
silly video game that you you guys gave
it's
him. What's that called?
Tamanasana.
Yes.
Tamanasana? Yeah.
That he was just giggling.
He's so cute.
the whole time. He
It's
thought
such
it
a
was
silly
the
game.
funniest thing ever.
Because each one's a
So,
surprise.
I can't even
interactions.
imagine if a cat film festival. He was just be
I think he'd be delighted.
laughing.
I
Yeah.
mean, same.
And each the videos are broken down into different categories. So you have like the drama, you have the comedy, you have the action. There's there's a couple of short films, little mini shorts in there too.
No.
This sounds great.
Okay. Charming.
Thank you, Sarah.
Remind me
welcome.
next year.
Okay.
And if you
yes.
listening are in the DC area, come by the AFI and find the Cat Film Festival.
You may well be able to find it in your neck of the woods.
That's
true.
a good point. It's not just in
Yeah.
Silver Spring,
As far as I
Maryland.
know. But yes, worth checking out for sure. Sorry for that little
Okay.
derail.
I like it.
That's fine.
Yay.
That was
I
a
love
good
it.
derail. You guys
love
ready
it.
to talk about some Animal Crossing adjacent
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
things? I need a song.
Briefly.
Give me a song.
Are we doing a
We're doing a follow-up song.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. do, do, do.
I don't want to wait.
For a follow-up.
From Leash.
For me, it's
Yay.
Leash's Tingy.
Yeah, that's
The
all it said.
tingy.
It's all it said in the notes. Leash's tingy.
If you recall, and I think we even brought it up last week, we have had multiple times on our podcast, we've talked about Sylvanian family.
Yes.
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 We love the Sylvanian
Well,
family
I was
dolls.
perusing one of the Animal Crossing Facebook groups,
Yes.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And someone posted this
What?
I'm ready for this.
What?
I'm ready.
Tell us.
this thing that I immediately had to purchase because they're fuzzy.
Let's see.
There's a
What
bag.
are these?
There's
What did
physical
you do?
manifestations of
I've
Leash's
already
tingy.
chosen mine, but you guys can choose between these two that are
you can
left.
Pick. You can pick first.
Ah.
It's. Let's see. Okay, so oh my god.
Oh my god, these little boxes.
Oh my gosh. Leash,
Supposedly
you're the
they're fuzzy.
sweetest
I
of
haven't
sweet
opened
peas.
these. They looked like Sylvanian from the.
Boxes.
What?
Little boxes. Okay, I'm gonna look.
What's
I'm
it going to
look.
be?
I'm gonna look. Okay, so well, I know which one I'm taking because the other one absolutely it belongs to Sarah.
What? Aww. What do you mean?
So these are
thanks. Leash
Animal
and Joelle.
Crossing Friends dolls
So cute.
from Bondi.
Oh my gosh.
Not like Bondi Beach, spelled very differently.
Is it okay to open? Okay, good. I'm glad we're opening. 'cause
We're making opening
I'm
sounds.
unboxing.
Thank you.
We're making
Leash.
a
What sweet treat.
A non-visual unboxing video.
Oh my gosh.
And it is in fact fuzzy. I just.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
How cute are these little
Oh,
bugs?
he's so fuzzy. I got Dom, by the way, in case we're.
Oh.
in case
Oh yeah, I
didn't
should probably
explain.
announce mine was a lot. So they were blind, but they weren't blind. But the place that I bought it from, you couldn't choose who they were.
So you just
Gotcha.
happened to get her?
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh my
6,
gosh, you're so
7
soft and perfect.
on the side. It'll tell you which ones are available. And they just randomly gave me 3, and I got Lolly.
Oh my gosh.
Lolly, how perfect that you got
So
Lolly.
sweet.
And how perfect that Sarah got Marshall. And I got sweet little hippie
Oh
Dom
my
who looks
gosh.
like how I dressed in high school, so it's perfect.
And now we can have his little Sylvanian family.
I love it. Thank you. This is so sweet. I can't believe they're flocked and soft.
I can't believe you could also get a fuzzy flick. That's another option. A
Yes.
flurry, a fuzzy flurry.
Oh my gosh.
They're
they're
good
all cute.
choices.
They
And
really
yeah,
are
I'm glad it's
quite good
not
choices.
just Isabel and Tom Nook and like that's it.
I know, right?
These
they're
seem
doing it right.
random choices, but I'm not complaining.
They're doing it the right way. I think
This
that
is so cute.
I might even let this little guy. We'll
Leash,
see if I
thank
can.
you.
Yes, thank you so much. I want to
You're
see if I can.
welcome.
He might live inside my computer case because I know that's something you can do. But
it's
I
in
kind
the
of
computer.
I kind of want to also keep him
Leash, it's in the
outside so I can touch him. So he's so soft.
In the computer.
What a sweet surprise!
He's gonna hang out
Thank
with all
you.
of my I have all the Funko dolls. He's gonna look so tiny next to those big-headed dolls.
He could
Yes.
like live on one's head, and you would just be a tiny little sweet friend.
Oh, he is super cute. Dom is a cutie pie. I know he's been very popular when he was released.
He
He's
is so cute.
very cute.
And he's got a little
handsome
tie-dye
lad.
shirt.
like that's how I dressed in high school.
Yes.
Dylan.
Oh, you said that. Well, I thought that. I was like, maybe Joelle would like him because he's wearing tie-dye.
I never say no to tie-dye. Thank you.
Oh, I can't believe that these exist. I love it. Thank you.
Super cute.
I know. When I saw that, I was
Thank
like,
you.
wait a second.
Sylvanian family.
That's
was like-
amazing.
Someone askew to Nintendo has heard
yes.
our
enthusiasm.
plea
Yes.
for a Sylvanian family, and they're like, you know what? I could make these.
Or they too watched Pen 15 on Hulu and went, "Oh right, Sylvanian family.
Yeah.
I play Animal Crossing. Look at this. I'm gonna make this thing happen." And I don't know who Pocket Pot is.
It's definitely not there.
I think Rar. I think you even mentioned Sylvanian family in last episode. I was like, ooh.
Did you really?
Oh my goodness.
And I almost said something. I was like, oh, no.
Keep it a sweet surprise. I wonder if that might have been. I think I might have remembered you saying something like that you wanted to share and didn't want to, or maybe that was earlier in this
That
episode.
was before the episode. We weren't planning. I was like, I have something new, but it hasn't come in yet.
That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Boy, I don't remember anything from last week, so thank you for remembering all of this.
So now we all have a Sylvanian friend.
That is so cute. I love
Beautiful.
the box is very charming as well.
Yeah, it's very cute box.
Good job.
Well, Dune.
This might be the best Animal Crossing merch I've seen for a long time.
I mean, this is much more impressive than all the creepy, other dolls they've been selling, where like the faces look a little morphed.
I want there to be a brand that's called Other Dolls. It would be like the slightly awkward things, and then I'd actually want them.
You know what?
What?
I would buy
An ugly doll.
an ugly doll, Animal Crossing ugly doll.
Yeah.
Where
That'd
they're
be so
kind
fun.
of like, meh.
Yes.
Or you're taking the particular animals that have like ugly doll faces, like some of them have like X's and like lines for
stitches?
faces.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But he's not ugly.
Yeah, he's cutie.
So some of the ones
No,
that
they'd
could
have to make
be
him a
ugly.
little malformed though.
Are you
Yeah, that's
saying
true.
we could have a barreled ugly doll because he's
Oh, he would be a
cute?
perfect ugly
I love
doll.
him so much. He's got a little stubble. Oh
You
my
know what?
goodness.
Puck would be another good ugly doll.
Oh, because he's got the kind of interesting eyes.
And when he's not wearing his hat, he's just this big pink bald head.
Sorry, I was thinking of Cube. Whoops.
Oh,
Puck has the
you're
hat.
You're right. Cube does have the
Yes.
eyes for an ugly doll. You're
Yes.
absolutely right.
Yes.
Thinking wrong penguin.
But yeah, Puck is the pink-headed, bald-headed.
Yes.
Kind of looks like what Darth Vader looked like at the end of the.
Oh, when his helmet is removed.
Yeah, when he took off his helmet before. Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert, I've never seen.
Well,
Ugh.
sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't finish my
I have no
sentence, so you
desire.
don't actually know,
I don't know
where
what
that
you're talking
sentence was
He
going.
looks like Puck. I got it.
No, Puck is way cuter. Let's stop right there.
Yeah.
I love these
Anyway,
ideas.
this is amazing. Leisha, you're the best. Everyone
Yes.
listening, go and search for these and get one for yourself.
They're very, very cute.
They are
oh my
adorbs.
gosh.
Are they
That's so
still
funny.
like for sale? Like you could buy more?
Yeah, I mean, so you can buy like the whole set, which I was like, oh, I'm not doing that. It's like really expensive.
Right.
And then there's like this one random site I could share the name, but I don't remember it.
That's okay.
And they're like, you can pick however many you want, but you don't get to choose what they are. And I was like, oh, that's fine. It's like a blind box. Blind box. Fine.
It's a
Blind
legit,
box.
it's a product of France.
I was just nervous that they're all going to be the same, and I'm like, well, they're going to different people anyway. It doesn't
yeah,
really
I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
having samesies.
Oh, they're all cute for sure. There's no wrong
but
choice,
that
but this
how,
is extra special.
how fortuitous that Lolly and Marshall were in the set. Like,
no,
right?
so sweet.
Super sweet. I would have been happy with every single one of these.
They're very,
so
very cute.
That's great.
A+ cuteness. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Brilliant.
That was fun.
Sweet,
Fun little
treat.
supplies.
It's a sweet treat from Leash.
Yeah, sweet tweet. Leisha's Tingies. And that concludes Leisha's Tingies.
I like that. That was a lovely ting. Ting.
E. Ooh, wait, wrong. What's new? Sail away, new horizons.
What's new? What's new? Oh my God. It's been a year.
It's been a year and 4
and-
months.
I'm not sure.
Why
What
is this one so hard?
And is it?
It's because
is there a way?
we're forcing it. It was never meant to have other words.
I was like, I don't think I know what the actual words are for it, so I think that's why I'm confused.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Ha ha. Those are the words.
Obviously.
One day we're just gonna play the entirety of that song in an episode.
That's just going to be the episode.
Ooh, that'll be exciting.
Sorry, we're out for this week. Please enjoy.
Some
and we're not
endless
gonna pay for it.
No.
That one won't go on YouTube, I promise.
instantly not in.
Speaking of what's
Somehow
new,
got sued by Enya last week. I don't know what happened. The entire country of Ireland
we
sued
just won't
us.
make money off that
Is she
episode. It's
Irish?
fine.
Am I right about that? No, she's not Irish. I'm wrong. I'm super wrong. Norwegian?
Nordic?
Nordic of some
Nordic?
sort?
I like that you're both looking at me like I know. I'm like,
Sarah,
I
Sarah?
don't
Sarah,
You
no
know
things.
everything.
I know her sister is also in
Nordic.
Maybe she's Scottish. I think she's
Irish. She's Irish. I'm
She's
not
Irish.
wrong.
Aha,
Oh, I'm so
you're the
relieved I'm
winner.
not wrong.
She's the winner of the thing.
I was just worried I was confusing her with cranberries, and I was like, no, they can't both be Irish, but they're both Irish.
Does that mean Sinead O'Connor can't be Irish because these two other people are also
There
Irish?
are 3 Irish
Too
singers.
many. It's too many.
Too many.
And
One too many.
Bono?
Oh my God! Don't even
Nope,
start with
can't
Bono.
even.
It's so confusing.
There's only so many that can come from one country.
Well, what's new? Leash, do you know what's new? Because I think Sarah
I actually
knows what's
don't
new.
know what's new.
Well, that's why we want to discuss it so we can
Sarah's
learn
tapped
together.
in.
I'm slightly tapped in. I try
As tapped in as a tweet can tap you.
That's right. It's a tweet, and then there was even more information after
Well,
the tweet.
I can tell you that without knowing what was happening, I turned on my Switch this morning,
Yes.
and it did update.
Correct. There was an update.
Oh,
so
I
that,
did have... No.
Well,
I didn't play it.
And by it, I mean Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Yeah.
so when you next open Animal Crossing, it'll probably say the save data is updating to the
that
new
happened.
information.
okay.
Because what's happening now is they uploaded the new information for the new summer events, or the revisited summer events, which is the
Gotcha.
fireworks.
The thing is back with some extras.
Yes. Oh, that's right. The extras. So you can scroll down if you are one of the Pocket Pod members.
If you're in our Slack,
do that.
If you're in our Slack, you can go to the link, because the Japanese Animal Crossing site has a bunch of images already, which I don't know why the U.S. hasn't shared it yet.
they have some weird marketing issues. Like they're all over the map with this stuff.
Yeah, sometimes they're a little reluctant. I think the big
Who is
deal-
us?
I'm sorry, what?
What are you talking about?
That
like the
at
English
Animal
language one.
Crossing.
Yeah, didn't we have a name for her?
Oh,
Steve.
I forgot we called her
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, it was
that was so
Yeah.
funny.
Steve.
Steve.
It's been a long time
It's been a
since I
while.
called her Steve.
Yes, it was some time. But this is some sweet news for the prizes that Red is giving away at his little fireworks stall. You know, you can get the prize tickets and win cute things.
Get some dealy boppers. Get
Yes.
some firework thingies.
So there are some new options that are getting added for the lottery prizes this season. So you can look forward to more hand-holdable items, which I know we've asked for.
Is that cotton candy?
Oh my!
That is that is fluffy and blue and pink.
I know, Leash. Say it. Popsicles.
Oh, the popsicles.
How long have we been asking
Yes.
for popsicles? Because
even-
everyone else gets to have a popsicle.
Are those the rocket pops that you can get at like July 4th things?
Oh,
That's kinda
maybe
what it
the one
looks
I'm
like.
definitely
I'm
seeing
seeing a
one that looks
blue one.
blue. It looks lovely and
Well,
blue.
well, maybe I'm confused. What is in this little girl's mouth with the pink dealy boppers?
Oh, well, she is drinking a boba tea.
She's
my
drinking.
friend.
Oh, it's boba tea.
tapioca,
Those
yeah.
little
A bu- is it a
tapioca
bubble
balls.
tea?
Yes, a bubble tea.
Yeah.
Bubble teas. So
Ugh,
that'll be
that's a hard pass.
Oh man, I will happily take all the sweet bubble teas and put them in my
Yuck.
village, and then I will eat them if I can visit there in person.
Nope.
So wait, where's the picture of the popsicle then? Why don't I see
If
it?
you scroll down, you can see there's a little bit of
There's like 3 in a
little
row.
cluster.
Oh yeah, look at the blue popsicle.
And you can see there's different color options. So if you go down a little further, there's ones that have like the different colors of cotton candy. And as
Cotton
far as I
candy.
understand, there is
Fresh.
interaction with these items.
Fresh.
More like, so look forward to that. I'm looking forward to Sunday because that's when we can first check it out. First Sunday of August.
I'm also digging these fireworks where it's Tom Nook and a little bell bag
A
behind
little
him.
bell bag. That's a very tight little bell bag.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just exploding.
Yeah,
that
just the
that
start
looks
of-
like it's photoshopped right in the sky.
Yeah, it does,
Maybe it
right?
is. Oh no.
No.
Yeah, the dots are so
maybe.
tiny.
Yeah.
Or maybe they've added some. Well, who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
So
But it'll be great.
sweet.
Yeah,
I'm
how
so
would you
glad.
even make that so whatever. Just thinking with the pattern, like that would be really whatever.
I like the translation. It says seasonal limited items of raccoon shopping.
Raccoon shopping. That's what we call it for
Raccoon
which is
shopping.
funny because. Oh, the seasonal limited items for the raccoon shopping are the ones through the catalog, not
Yeah.
through Reds. I was like, why are they
Yeah.
called raccoon shopping when it's through Red? But it's
Yeah,
not.
no, this is other stuff, and I don't want to scroll all the way down to some of the things that are coming after. But yeah, since August 1st is Sunday.
Yeah, it sure is.
So this Sunday night is the first fireworks festival.
Very excited. Looking forward to it for sure.
Nice.
And I won't have to creep on my little animal friends that are having popsicles any longer and look at them longingly as I tried sneaking up on Beryl and hope that I could grab his popsicle stick away. But no.
Aw, and
Now I can share.
and it says Shizu for Isabel.
Aww. So does that mean that a translator is no longer, or at least Twitter's translate is not translating Shizue as
Isabel.
As Isabel.
Yeah, it just says is Shizue. Is that how you pronounce it in Japanese?
Yeah, I believe so. Shizue.
Nice. Oh, super cute. Well, those are going to be fun for all of those still playing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's such. I know. A lot of people are bummed out because we haven't gotten a big announcement yet. But there was a little a follow up tweet from Nintendo of America after they shared the upcoming summer event.
Yeah,
Stuff.
sweet little Doug Bowser's giving us another inch, you know?
I know it's because he and the Nintendo team know that everyone is, or not everyone, but a lot of people are really longing for a big update.
We are ready.
Oh.
So do you want to read it, Sarah?
Oh, do you have it pulled up?
I do.
Oh, please feel free.
In addition to these updates, more free content for #Animal Crossing New Horizons
Oh.
is currently in development for later this year. That is within the next 4 months. 5 August. 5 months.
Nice. yeah, so that's
More
pretty
information
exciting.
will be shared in the future, so please stay tuned. Thank you for your support and patience.
Oh.
I don't know that a lot of the people that are responding to this, I believe it's been responded to hundreds of times at the time of this screenshot, so probably way more.
Oh, yeah, way more.
I don't know
I'm
that
sure.
everyone has patience, but I'm glad that they're calling it patience.
Yes.
Because what are they going to do? Knock down the
No.
doors of Nintendo
And also,
headquarters?
so many people are patiently waiting and are sweet peas that are loving these little mini updates and looking forward to new
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, people are jerks. So
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
There's
It is
always
the
going to be
internet.
jerks.
It is.
But for all the
interwebs.
jerks, there's the people that are still enjoying the game at whatever
Yeah.
level and
Yeah.
capacity
Yeah.
they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brills.
Just a little day today. That's nice. I like it. Good updates. Pretty exciting. Anything else new? I don't think.
I don't think so. For me, my daughter is into playing Pocket Camp again. So I've been playing for like little stints, like
That's
10
fun.
minutes here, 10
She
minutes
wants
here.
to do
She
little-
really likes the
little
fortune
watering.
cookies. Those are
Oh.
her favorite.
My gosh, that's because they make them so fun because it's that fun surprise, and it is a lot of fun when you get something you haven't gotten yet.
Yes. So
Is
now
is
she's
she
going.
opening the free ones at least, not the expendy ones?
Well, I had like 250 Leaf tickets just like
Oh.
hanging out because I frankly forgot about the game.
Sure, it's fair. Aw.
Yeah.
So she got a bunch of them, which was great.
Yes.
And then we ran out, and then she started opening the free ones, and then she's like, "We need to get more Leaf tickets."
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow!
So she-
One kid gets past it, and then the next one's causing you money.
So I turned her onto the Blathers maps.
Oh, yeah, because
there's
there's
a
a million.
ton of those that
my
have
God.
Leaf
Yeah.
tickets inside.
Use
She's
them
all
up.
about those. So
She
Use
like
them up.
rolling the dice.
Yeah.
See, that's perfect. It's a great way for her to
perfect.
spend time, and she can enjoy
and you're
all
using
of
up
it.
resources you don't particularly care if they're used up or not.
Yep.
You run out, you run out.
and it's in her wheelhouse. And also, I've been like telling her, I'm like, okay, now you have to click the button that says "Let's do it," and so she has to like try to figure out which button that is because she's learning how to read.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you're
That's
painting a beautiful
awesome.
picture of Pocket Camp is good for kids learning how to read.
It's
I
good
love
for
it.
learning how to read and to start into. It's like a gateway gaming.
and like a motor skills
thing.
thing.
Like, yeah, because she's learning how to fish now with the tapping. Because I remember Little Lion Cake had trouble with that at the beginning too. Like he couldn't get the timing right, and it's like not hard on Pocket Camp, but it's for
still-
for a little
Yeah.
person trying to figure out how to do that.
You know,
stuff.
I still mess up sometimes at Pocket Camp because I get impatient, or
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
or I
It's
miss
fair.
the wiggle or something.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
happens.
For
so
sure.
it's
Absolutely.
exciting. And she's like visiting other people's little trailers
Oh
and
my gosh, making friends with these
cute.
little characters.
That is great.
so.
That's so sweet.
I learned that for a limited time, there's a reclining pose that you can have and take pictures.
What?
Oh, wait,
I didn't
it says
even know
that's
that.
new.
That's new. I didn't know
what's
that.
new?
That's awesome.
Pocket Camp.
I took a picture of it. Let me send it to you guys.
Whoa, whoa,
Yay.
whoa.
There's
Oh,
also
look, I did one.
They've updated the camera, so there's a way to do like quick images. I haven't actually checked it out yet, but it's something that's changed about the AR camera.
There you go.
So I
Look
don't
how
know.
cute I am.
Oh.
They shared a
I
file.
want.
Oh my God, that's Presh.
I want to see it.
Is that a bit
Oh, my
draw me like your
goodness.
French girls pose a little bit?
Yeah, a little
It's like
bit.
resting on one hip, propping yourself
Yeah,
up with one
it's a
arm.
little
Very
sassy
cute.
pose. I love it.
I love it. That is adorable, and I want to go and look.
Also, very cute outfit. Is that
A
a
plus.
Sherpa creation?
That's a
or
Sherpa
leash
special.
creation?
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
Good combo. Got the polka skirt, got a little heart tee, and some fairy wings, and a mandarin hat.
Yep.
Classic,
Satsuma hat. I can't
classic
remember.
striped socks.
Oh,
and
lovely. I
we
love
got
the stripy
pink
socks.
pink sneaks.
The
Yep,
plovers.
Pink
Pink
plovers.
plovers. That's absolutely right.
Plovers.
Absolutely
Classic pocket
So
pod.
yeah, and also I think
A little heart on her face.
the event going on right now is Pascal,
Yes.
and he's got little like seaweed that you can plant and little
Oh.
crabbies that show up.
And did you see that they'll do an auto design feature when you
I
collect the stuff?
did.
It's kind of neat that you as you get
But
the
now I only
items.
have like 2 little seaweed things.
Right, me too. I decided to do it too, and it's like
And now my campsite is completely empty
compare
except, for
those
2
two.
little.
Me too. I also have a lamp now, so
Oh,
I've
well.
come up in the
Oh,
world.
auto design meaning like you get new stuff so you could like place it and they'll
It's like
design it
literally
for you.
there's a button that says auto, and it'll
Yeah.
clear out all your other stuff, and it'll put only the stuff that's from the event into your.
That's actually
that's a
great.
fun idea.
That's
Nice.
actually great. Yeah, my campsite last time I went, I cleared it all out and I was going to redesign it, and then I noticed how it was all extended all the way back and all the way forward.
too intimidating.
And I was just so overwhelmed. I couldn't do a damn thing. I stopped,
Oh no.
and I never went back. Until the other day when my niece and nephews asked me to open the game so we could do the AR stuff.
Oh, cute.
fun.
So you did some. There's new AR stuff apparently that I have not tested out yet. So maybe by next week.
Well, this was like a month ago, but yeah.
Oh, well, maybe if they ask you to do it again, you'll be able to check it out.
I will happily do it again. Yeah.
But that's
They're like,
sweet
what's
fun.
that thing that's like the Pokemon but with the cute animals? That's what they asked for.
I know exactly what you mean.
I know exactly what
Yep.
you're talking about. I got
Perfect.
this, guys. I got this. It's installed on my phone.
That is sweet. Oh,
Well, guys,
Yeah.
would you like to take a quick break?
I think we're ready.
I'm parched.
me too.
That was a nice little break.
That was great.
It's definitely a fully quiet break. No one heard anything.
My
Silent.
whistle is wet.
there were no aluminum bottles being shook.
Never.
No,
never.
no.
No jars.
We did a great
no
job.
lids being
Very smooth.
unscrewed.
Quietest break.
Very exciting.
We've got a couple announcements.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, do we ever?
JB.
Yeah.
JB's
You just
announced.
finished up your contest.
Yeah,
Your
yeah, yeah,
Simmer
yeah.
and Summer.
The Simmer on Summer
How did that
contest
go?
is over, and we have.
You didn't even ask me for my input.
I know,
I'm
because-
really hurt. Can we
here-
do it now?
Yes.
Okay. Because it doesn't matter.
Well, I wanted to explain what happened, but yes.
Okay.
So if you guys would like to look at the four and
Yes,
tell
I would
me,
love-
and you don't have to announce which one you picked, but
Okay.
just tell me in 1, 2, 3, or 4 which one you picked.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
These are all brilliant.
I'm going to take a look.
Okay. And while you do that, I'm actually going to write down whose is whose so I can give the proper
I'm gonna-
credit.
Oh.
They're looking at pictures.
Oh,
So these-
man.
by the way, while they're doing this, I'm just going to explain. So the Simmer on Summer contest, I asked people to in our Discord to submit pictures of how they simmer on summer in this special time in Animal Crossing. And I got some very cute responses.
They're all great.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to Tiff, to Jackie, to Red Scarf, and VBF for your beautiful submissions.
So good. They're all great.
I pick number 4. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And what is that? What is that sheepdog looking guy
Was that Shep? Wait, I gotta go back. I just backed out of the
with
image
little
like a
heart
crazy
dealy
person.
boppers? It's
Let
so
me
cute.
set my eyes upon him. Oh yeah, that's Shep.
Shep.
He's a cutie with
He
his
is
little
cute.
forelocks covering his little face. So sweet. Oh man, I might have to go with number 2 for my pick
Ooh.
because of the variety of tasty treats that are all around. Just how I would simmer on summer. Personal
Yeah,
preference.
yeah. Well, let's hop in and describe these.
Okay.
So, the first one in the list was a very classic reminder
So cute. I love it.
of the
Great.
bug.
Of the
Yes,
bug.
that
It's a
was
reminder of
such
the bug
fun.
of the bug that we played with when we did the
Sweet glitch of the pool
cute.
action.
the pool glitch.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the hot tub. In the hot
Yeah,
tub.
and I could see the little puzzle on the ground.
Yes,
So
perfect.
that one came from Jackie. Thank
Love
you,
it.
Jackie.
So
I thought it was
cute.
adorable. She got the whole spa hair
Yes.
going on. There's a little. I love that. There's like a little Jacob's ladder in the corner. Showing how perfect her island must be.
Very lovely.
And she looks like she's properly simmering in that little
That's
bathtub
true.
because it is a hot day and that's a bathtub and that does not have to be hot water. That can be nice ice cold water.
Soothing.
Also, I love that she's in a little towel.
Yes.
I wish that
Very
they had
spa
bikinis. Can we have bikinis?
I mean,
Yeah, or even just regular
you can
swimsuits.
get the
well,
ones.
we have like the wetsuits.
people draw them.
Well, that's-
people like
That's not the same.
people make them in the.
Yeah, I don't think of wetsuit
thing.
when I think of sitting
yeah,
soaking
but I
in a
want
pool.
like I want like a real like crop top or
Yeah,
like a
sure.
bikini top or even a tankini. Quite frankly, would be good
Or just
stuff.
like a bathing suit, whatever.
yeah,
anything.
A one piece.
Anything.
Why not?
A 1-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece, $1.
Ah,
What
one
is a
piece,
3-piece?
2-piece, 3-piece dollar. That's when you have like a little bonus sash in the middle that's in between the bikini and and the bikini bottom.
Definitely, that's exactly
That's the
what
thing
happened.
people wear, right?
Yeah. So then the second one, and this was Sarah's pick apparently.
Yes.
This one comes from Tiff.
I love it.
This was the delightful. It looks like a party. It just looks like
does.
she's ready to host a bunch of friends for an outdoor party. There is beautiful decorations. There's treats everywhere. There's a little dancing corner. It is just fresh. There's even like a DJ booth on the side. and
confetti.
There's like an ice cream
Turkey
cart.
confetti.
There's actually you can see the little ice cream cart where she made that out of the standees.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, that
Yeah.
looks
Wait,
adorable.
where, what?
It's
Do-
Off
over
on
here.
the left.
You can see, like,
Oh Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice
So
cream truck
this
is
is very cute, and this is a place I would love to simmer on summer. So thank you, Tiff.
Yes.
Tasty treats.
For sure.
The third one is a classic poolside situation, and who doesn't want to be near a pool when you're simmering on
This is a
summer?
DJ.
It looks like a nice cozy. Got the little beds on the side, and there's some fun foliage and things, and the bamboo stuff, and there's a little furnace thing in the corner, and DJ and the wedding arch
Nice.
because it's a wedding DJ. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's a pool wedding. Maybe it's not a wedding at all. It's
Doesn't
just
matter.
pretty.
It's just great decor.
Maybe it's just like a fun gazebo that sort of it kind of looks like it could be a gazebo in the way it's positioned. Anyway, it is adorable. It is lovely, and I get it. I get it. I would simmer there as well. Well, congratulations! And by the way, that was from that third one was from VBF.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice work.
And then so then the fourth one, who was the winner, is from Red Scarf.
Oh.
Now the fourth one won for reasons of look at Kurt's face.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
At the end of the day, these were all
Amazing.
so great. It was Kurt's face that sold this one to me.
And the goalie. Who's a goalie guy?
This is amazing. This is Coach. And I wanted to talk to you guys about Coach because he's new on my island because he visited the campsite and I was so excited to meet
He's so
Coach.
cute.
Because he has like lovely stubble, 5
Yeah,
o'clock
he's a
shadow.
5 o'clock
And
shadow.
his catchphrase is stubble.
Oh.
But yeah, let me stop and explain what we're
sorry,
looking
yes.
at. So Red Scarf put together a delightful little soccer game scene where you got spectators sitting in the chairs on the side, and there's like a blue water cooler, your classic igloo situation. we have a soccer ball. We have people in adorable soccer costumes.
Yes.
Costumes. What are they called? Uniforms.
Soccer costumes.
I like to call them outfits.
Outfits. That's another option. We got green grass. We got a mountain scene in the background. But at the end of the day, Kurt looks like a
my
very
gosh.
grumpy soccer player. Somewhat. And I'm sorry for those not in the U.S. Footy.
I know that they know
Football?
that we call it.
Yes, of course they know. I'm
Soccer.
just trying to acknowledge.
Snapchat.
Oh, I like
I'm trying to
You're
acknowledge.
just being
Yeah.
helpful.
But yeah, so this was adorable. But yeah, Kurt is a little grumposaurus.
it.
We got
I love his
Marshall in
face.
the background doing a big old cheer, and Shep with his dealy boppers doing another just happy dance. And we got Gruff, what's his name, Coach, as the goalie.
Yes.
he's ready for action.
Got great eyebrows.
good.
And then it looks like our center of attention, who may be playing center, I don't know. She looks like she maybe took a ball to the face because she's got a little Band-Aid and a little nose thing on
right.
her. The whole
So
it's a perfect little sports summer moment.
No, what is
Great.
the pose she's actually doing? Is she doing the dance? The happy
that
dance?
one foot dance.
It's the
So
1 foot
good.
dance, but it looks like she's getting ready to do a kick.
So
It does.
good.
It's perfect.
And it doesn't hurt that the timing of all of this. I made the selection on the
Yes.
very first day of the Olympics.
It's very geared to Joelle.
It was not intentional.
Perfect.
I'm sure.
I mean-
to take advantage of my love for the
I
Olympics.
feel like
but
this
good job.
person really catered to.
They did. They did.
I mean,
So,
that's
Red
not
Scarf,
wrong.
you nailed
It's
it.
great. Yeah.
But everyone, all four were so cute and
Very,
they
very
made me
good.
so
Okay.
happy. And all four are actually great ways to simmer on summer.
Yes, I agree.
But the one with Kurt's face just sold
my
me because it
gosh.
made me giggle super hard.
Amazing.
Awesome.
So
Love it.
delightful. They're all lovely. And that is a sweet, sweet reasoning for your selection, Joelle. Thank you for sharing your process.
So Red Scarf will be expecting their Sanrio amiibo.
That's right. I forgot
thingamajig.
there's a physical prize
There's an
for this fun
actual
project.
prize in the mail.
Wow.
Soon.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Oh, what a lovely
Well, now I want to talk about my contest that is technically still happening because I haven't chosen a winner yet.
It's
So
happening till it isn't.
It's happening
That's
until
right.
it isn't.
It's
Basically.
totally fine. The world is
But it's
yours.
going to happen soon. I have the envelope. No,
Yeah, you just have to put
was
an
really-
address on it.
that's really what's holding me
Have
back.
the envelope, please.
Mine is called the Leisha's Patreon My Wayward Son giveaway. And this is another amiibo,
Yeah.
Sanrio amiibo pack going to one lucky Patreon winner of my choosing. However I decide, I'm probably going to use a wheel.
I was gonna say, like, you don't have like a picture of Kurt to help sway you. You just have to just spin a
Rely
wheel.
on the randomness.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
someone will win.
We'll see who.
And if you're already a Patreon, just wait. You never know.
some will enter.
Hey,
One will win.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there
Leisha's
a
lottery.
cutoff
Hey,
for
you
when
never
people
know.
can become a Patreon when you're, so it's basically until you call it it'll just be anybody.
Correct.
So it's still open. It
could be tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I'll remember, or it could be next week.
It could be a week from tomorrow.
I can tell you that it's going to happen before I go to the beach.
Okay.
Well, we know that's the end of August, so
Well, that's when I'm going to be mailing it. Definitely hard stop by the end of August. But it could be I could pick it this week and just not mail it out until then, because that's also my MO.
If you've been waiting, I recommend joining our Patreon
still a
ASAP.
chance.
ASAP.
Yeah,
Got a
ASAP.
chance.
Do it quickly.
And while you're at it, you'll be joining and you'll be recipient of a welcome kit if you join at the $2 level. And those welcome kits, we're just gonna put them together in the very near future and get those in the mail even soon after that.
I'm excited.
So if you want to get really cool free stuff that we made,
Oh my gosh.
we made these things. Us, all three.
We designed
Sarah
them.
did a lot of the hard work, but we all did things.
It was all collaboration.
Yeah, we designed them and then we had them printed by people that
Yes.
can print them.
Yes.
We did not handcraft anything.
That's true. These were
Yes.
these are professionally made.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
professionally
wouldn't.
But yeah, so you get the swag if you join at our $2 level.
Swagger wagon.
The other thing you'll get is a fun little Olympics themed freebie. I have a little design I made, and that's going to go in the Patreon feed tomorrow at probably around the
That's
same
an
time.
electron. That's a digital.
It's a
That's
digital
fun
freebie.
time.
Digital freebie, and that's at the $1 or $2 level. So if you want to see what this freebie thing is, you should join.
I'm excited for it.
And
it's
you-
time sensitive.
Yeah, you're gonna want it in the next week, give or take.
Yes, I want it in my
At time of this episode airing, going live.
Same thing.
You're gonna want
Same
it within a week and 2 days. Anyway,
Treats.
I recommend that, and you can join our Patreon by going to patreon.com/thebakapod.
The Pocket Pod.
And also our Discord, you can join that by asking us for an invite on all of our social medias.
Yes.
Sure.
At the Pocket
At
Pod.
the Pocket Pod and all those places.
Yep.
Or email us, thepocketpod@gmail.com.
Oh, these are all correct. I love it.
All accurate?
I love it. Perfect. Well done.
Anything else?
I did it, Leash. I did it.
So
Can we move
good.
on?
Yes. Let's move on.
Yay.
Moving right along
I
to some hot topics. Right?
Yeah.
It's really
Let's
just
get on
one
this
big
hot
hot
topic.
I
topic.
put it in the
Big
hot
hot
topics.
topic.
Some of these are Animal Crossing adjacent. Some of these are just, these are a few of my favorite things.
Yes.
Yes.
These are a few of her favorite
I feel like we need a
things.
special opening song.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Is that just our song, or is that all of? Did we talk about this?
I was looking into this, and I'm like, that one is the original from all the way back in the 30s or something. And then there was one that they made that John Williams wrote for the 1980 something LA Olympics.
Okay.
And that's the one that you hear on NBC that often precedes what we just did. It has a bunch of horns and it sort of introduces the classic
Okay.
Olympics theme.
Okay.
And then there's a third one that's just horns and it's like
Is that the one that comes after that part that we just did?
That's often later. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm not good at music, as we know, so I can't, sometimes I think they're all the same thing and I get confused.
Well, I thought they were the
but
same
Nick and I
song,
were doing
too.
the research, and so yeah, the one we just did, I don't know if it's still US only. I just know that that's been around for nearly 100 years.
Wow, that's
Gotcha.
cool.
But it's not necessarily. Either way, it's not. Has NBC always had the Olympics?
No, and so at the time of the LA Olympics, NBC also got the exclusive rights. from
Okay, so
point
that song
forward.
existed before it, because I know that sometimes networks have their own songs for
Yeah,
things.
so this song preceded NBC, so I don't think NBC has the rights, which means it's either the US one or the international one.
Gotcha.
So if anyone listening wants to tell us if the thing we just sang is familiar, please do.
Yeah. let us
especially
know.
from different countries.
If you're not in the
Oh,
US.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's a good point.
Clarify that.
We know you know it already for our US listeners.
But as everyone should probably know by now, I'm an Olympics addict.
I love
and
it.
it's made even better this year that I can just watch it on my phone while I work.
Oh.
And I can just watch swimming heats while I'm working, and it just makes me happy.
That's
and I
cool.
spent all weekend just watching the Olympics. I was just glued to the television. I love road races with people on bikes. These are things I don't watch anytime
Sure.
except every 4 years or 2 years, depending on what
extra
we're
special.
talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
Or
think
3 years.
or 3 years, but it's also really good to note that in 6 months we're gonna have a whole other Olympics.
I know.
And I'm dying. I'm so excited. I mean,
So soon.
the only good
sweet
thing
treat.
that came out of this pandemic is that I get back-to-back Olympics. The
that's so
only good thing.
That is true. That is very true. Oh, we get ice skating back.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about first of your favorite Olympic moments?
Yes,
JP?
well, I can't wait to hear
So
them.
I wrote down notes. I kind of tried to do chronological order here, so I'm going to start with the opening ceremonies.
Okay.
Do you guys have highlights from the opening ceremonies? Did you watch any of it or see
I
clips
did not
afterwards?
watch it. So I'm
I
interested.
didn't watch all of it, but the highlight that I have is actually I put it in the random section. I don't know if you read that article, JB.
I did
sweet.
about the Liberia. No,
Yes.
Liberian
That was
outfits.
amazing.
Yes.
And they're very cool. Like, that is a fashion, international, wonderful
So
tale.
remind me what that. So was that about the sustainability of the clothes, or was that about the
So
design?
I actually didn't know. I wasn't paying attention, and one of my friends on Facebook who's very into fashion, he was like, "Where can I get Liberia's
Really?
opening ceremony
It's
costumes or uniforms or outfits or whatever you want to?" I guess they're kind of a little bit of all of that. I guess,
Sure.
I guess they're kind of costumey, but
yeah,
it's opening. It's not.
It's culturally significant
right.
costume, uniform, something.
And then someone posted this article, and I started reading about it. And apparently, Liberia is very, 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 very poor, especially when it comes to funding athletes to go to the Olympics.
I mean, it is incredibly expensive to send athletes. To
But
the
they
Olympics.
always find a way to get some people to go to the Summer Olympics for them, and then they have to really work hard to get sponsorships and stuff for to help fund it because they're very, very poor. Fast forward to this year, one of the people in charge of getting the kids, the people to
Most of them
the
are very
Olympics
young.
this year, learned that Telfar, who's a designer, is Liberian, and they reached out to him and was like, "Hey, would you be willing to help sponsor getting to the Olympics?" And he and his partner, his business partner, not only helped sponsor, but they designed all the uniforms. They wanted to go into learning. They learned how to do athletic wear. This is
So
a
cool.
first venture in athletic wear, and they funded flights and food for the three
It's beautiful.
three people, and they. I don't know if there's a New York Times article that of course we could link to, but you have to be subscribed to New York Times to be able to enjoy it.
That was a bit of a pain for me to try to read. I figured it out. I got in.
Yeah,
I got in.
I
But
also got in.
then I tried to read a New York Times article the next day, and I could not.
Yeah, it's sorry, you reached your limit.
Yeah, by one.
But
by
there
one.
are these really nice little vignette videos in there. I don't know if you watch them,
Yes, I
but
watched
he was
some
talking about
sweets.
how he was playing around with scale and size of the garments, because things in Liberia, nothing really fits correctly because it's not really made for them because they're
they
poor.
get hand-me-downs and donations and things.
So he was working with that kind of idea when he was making the garments and stuff for them. So he's make this shorter, make this longer, and
have
really
it be
make it part of who they are, and but own it in a way that's
cool.
really
Yeah.
intended for them, which is so
Intentionally
cute.
misfit.
You absolutely need to look it up to see how the designers worked with the clothing. They're so cool.
Yes.
And then to see the athletes or read about their athletes' reactions to it.
Yeah,
'cause
the
at
athletes
first-
were so proud.
It's so
Yes.
cool.
There's so much pride in that. Yeah.
And also that they were like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd wear that."
Yeah,
and then they
there was,
try it.
there was one running outfit that it's sleeveless on one
yeah,
side.
it's like
and
it
there's
looks like it's off the shoulder.
off
Almost.
the
Yeah,
shoulder.
It
it's
looks like
very
the
cool.
top
And
of
then the
like
other
a
one's long
bridesmaid dress or
sleeve.
something.
Yeah,
but
and then
yeah.
the other side is one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
so
a
cool.
one-sided. And then he has the wet shorts, which are short
little-
booty
yes, like
short,
little booty
running
shorts. Those are
running
awesome.
booty shorts, which are cute.
It's so cool.
I thought it was awesome. It was a really nice article and just amazing. And I mean, obviously, it's good publicity for Telfar to get
Yeah.
Because now so many people all over the world are like, well where do
who
I
is
get
Where
this?
can I
It's
get
crazy.
that
Yes.
jacket? Where can I get that? Yeah, absolutely.
And they were interested in going into athletic wear anyway. So this,
brilliant.
what better place than to test it on world class athletes?
That's
and
so
and at the
right?
same time do such a good deed and get
Yes.
Liberian
Yeah.
athletes to the
Yes.
Olympics. It's beautiful.
It's just
cool.
great. They didn't have to worry about getting all that stuff together.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
which is great.
Well, so I love the opening ceremonies because of exactly that. I love learning about different cultures. I love being reminded of like, well, you might remember this athlete from 7 years ago. And I was like, I do remember this athlete from 7 years ago. Like the entire thing is like a nostalgia tour for me watching the opening ceremonies. I only cry about 6 times, maybe 12. I don't know. I cried a lot. I'm just like, anytime like a little tiny country comes in and there's like 7 of them and I'm like, but look, they made it.
Yes.
Or like the one, like
there's
a bunch of countries where it's just the two flag bearers are the 2 athletes, and I'm like, my love.
Or the ones that don't even have a country.
Or the ones the refugee team is a beautiful thing. I think they introduced that a couple Olympics ago. It really is. I love everything about the opening ceremonies, and I was watching it with Nick, and Nick loves to pull up like Wikipedia and like give me some like additional cultural commentary that like we're not getting from the announcers.
Wow.
But my highlights are from the fashion side of things, aside from the learning about the Liberia outfits afterwards. There was a fluffy dress. That's what I called it. But as I looked it up, it's actually they're calling it the rainbow cotton candy dress.
Ooh.
You just have to Google it. Google the rainbow cotton candy dress. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And this singer who was featured in the opening ceremonies wore it, and it was just a showstopper. Like I've never seen anything like that in an Olympics, but it was so very Japanese in its style.
Wait, that's not it. The first result was not what I was expecting.
The singer is named Misha, Misia.
Oh.
So if you look that up, it's
Well,
just
it's fluffy.
Stunning. So
like
fluffy.
not fluffy in the normal dress way, but fluffy in like
it looks like cotton
snuggly
candy.
way.
It looks like you could sleep in it.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it looks dense
she
and
is
fluffy at the
absolutely
same time.
stunning. And so she sang the Japanese national anthem to open the ceremony. And then there were other beautiful ones. There was the Cook's Island had these beautiful green dresses and suits that they wore. And then there were bomber jackets from their Portugal friends.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Those were really great. And then, this is very important, tartan. Kenya wore red and navy blue tartan, and I fell in love with the Kenyans immediately. Because we all know how I feel about tartan.
Tartan.
And I had other highlights, but those are the ones I'm going to pull out.
Nice.
The other thing I want to just shout out, because this is very exciting.
Okay.
So we know how we introduced skateboarding to the Olympics this year.
Yes.
So Nick and I were watching this. They did the street stuff. So that's where they jump on like railings and other.
Park,
it just looks like it looks like a skate park. We were underwhelmed by the men's. They just kept falling. And all we saw was falls, and we didn't know what was happening, and we couldn't understand the scoring. And it was.
Can I interrupt and say, because I did watch some of the men's skateboarding, and I loved how a lot of the skateboarders, I think it was especially one of the American skateboarders, when he fell, he did these amazing tumbles to recover.
Yeah.
They were so good. I was like, that is an art form.
That's true. And a lot of them don't wear helmets, which make me very anxious.
Sure.
I was very anxious about the lack of helmets on the men. But there's so much camaraderie there.
Aww.
Like there's so little competition. They cheer each other on because it's such a small community. It's really nice.
Good stuff.
So I was underwhelmed by the men's just because I was like, I just see a lot of falling. Like I couldn't figure out what was happening. But then I watched the women's, and the women's was this amazing. So I only watched the finals, but like the diversity in age in the women's was amazing. So there was 2 13-year-olds. A bunch of like 16 to 21-year-olds, and then a 34-year-old.
Nice.
All in the finals.
I love it. That's
amazing. I was like, well, this is fantastic. And they were all just back-to-back competing. Like anyone could have won.
That's so cool.
And at the very end, I'm just going to spoil this because it was amazing. Okay. 2 13-year-old girls went gold and silver from Japan and Brazil.
Wow.
Which is weirdly fitting Olympics, the Rio Olympics were the last one.
Wow.
And it was a marvel. And then like the bronze was like a 16 or 17-year-old or something. But yeah, 2 13-year-old girls. I think that's the first time in history that's ever happened ever.
That's very
that
cool.
They went gold and silver in any Olympic event. So I think this is a new future for the Olympics.
That's
like
very
I
cool.
think more aged people will come, but the fact that these kids are the future of the Olympics, and I just love it.
I love that they can be so young. That's like I think there
are age limits in different things because of how big the field is. Mm-hmm. So like in gymnastics, like you have to be like 15 or something like that. But I guess because skateboarding is still such a small field, at least for like competitive skateboarding, that they left it open.
There was a 14-year-old swimmer last night in the relay for Canada, I think.
And I feel like there was
our friends.
in the
Friends in the North.
Was it ping pong that there was like a 12-year-old?
Yes.
Holy cow, she was
There's
amazing.
a 12-year-old. Yes, I heard about that. And I was like, is that allowed?
Right. I was like,
or what are the rules now?
was so impressed.
Is 12 the bottom? Like, what is the bottom?
But it just depends. I guess, like you
I
said,
think it depends on
for
each
the
on each
sport.
thing.
That's
There
so
must be
cool.
like an official IOC, like they have to be older than X, and that might be like 12 and 2 months or something. Like there must be some like weird number. So
But it's fascinating. But it's just like.
But can you imagine 5 years ago that 12-year-old was 7?
yeah. Well, can you also
7.
imagine like if the limit is 12, that kid made it to the Olympics because the year it was a year late.
There you
Like
go.
there are so many stories about people that never would have actually made it had they had to do it last year.
Yeah.
But because they had an extra year, they aged into it or they had more time to train. You also have the opposite stories. Like they were ready
Sure.
last year and now they weren't this year and
Yeah.
different things happen.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to mention was the Aussie swim coach.
Oh my God.
So tell me about this.
Did you
I have
see
not
him?
seen this.
Okay,
so I gotta look
that
at this
GIF
guy.
is pretty
So,
much okay. But
yeah.
I'll let
Please,
you.
yes, explain the deets.
Set the stage.
So U.S. famous pride of Bethesda, Maryland, Katie Ledecky was trying to retain her gold medal, and I think it was the 200 freestyle. I could be wrong. It may have been the 400, but she has a very solid competitor, someone she's been racing for years. This competitor looks up to her, and they've pushed each other.
That's sweet.
So that they're both faster and faster because of each other. And her name is something Titmus. Titmus is not a name you forget. Anyway,
we call her Titmouse.
Titmouse. It's even better. I've been calling her Titmouse in my head, so you're not wrong.
One of our favorite little local birds.
Yeah, but they were doing their race, and it was, oh my God, it was just down to the touch. And Titmus out-touched Katie Ledecky, and my heart stopped. The whole world stopped because no one thought Katie Ledecky would lose. Before you saw this race, they showed a whole package of how Titmus trained the coach. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the coach, like in this little vignette, was just like, I was like, he's very
intense.
very passionate about this. Like he's winning it along with her. Like he's
into it, but he's
like, that's not good enough. You need to go.
It's like mental games.
Yeah,
yeah, and he's like, don't forget about Katie Ledecky.
He probably wouldn't be the best coach for me per se.
He's probably a bit of a bully. He's not for everyone.
Is he's the J.K. Simmons of Whiplash coach?
I didn't see that,
nice?
but
maybe Mean Man teaches drums.
I think
maybe
he's just. I don't know.
He's intense. He's not a coach I would handle either.
Okay.
He's too intense, and there's some, some people point out on the internet, maybe a little too much masculinity or whatever the term was, like coming out of him. But
he's very excited.
But Titmus did out-touch Ledecky. Everyone just like jaw dropped. It was amazing.
Wow.
Everyone's proud of Titmus.
Is that
and then they show us the coach celebrating.
Oh
and
my gosh!
This
so
man,
that's the GIF. Yeah.
Wow.
this man is in a yellow shirt and
He's
green
going,
shorts, dressed like a proper Aussie
super
coach
excite mode. Wow.
And he is running and jumping and screaming and eventually just rubbing his body against some plexiglass.
Pelvic thrusting the plexiglass.
Oh my gosh! The pelvic thrust was the best.
The pelvic thrust. My favorite though is the poor woman that was responsible for like keeping decorum
Oh my gosh,
on the
you could see
platform.
her in the background of the
And
GIF.
she's like she puts like one arm out, but she's like terrified. I have watched that GIF so many times. I've cried laughing watching
my
that
gosh.
GIF.
That's brilliant.
But I felt bad for her, but hopefully she wasn't too traumatized. But the plexiglass looked like he was gonna break it off.
Wow, but he's so excited. How could you stop that man? I think it's wise that she backed away because he might have just like flailed into her.
Yeah. No, she had to save herself at that point.
That's
like
a wise move.
Screw the plexiglass. So yeah, that was
what a
which
reaction.
I guess he did. But yeah, so that memed right away. I found like 40 gifs the moment I looked up his name. His name is Dean Buxton. Oh my God, I've already forgotten his name.
That's okay.
I remembered his name for the last 4 days.
Aussie swim coach.
Swim coach.
He's got some enthusiasm.
Just
to
Aussie swim
spare.
coach. Titmus. Look up Titmus. Titmus. That's the other option. Yep. So that was a highlight.
That's amazing.
The other thing I'm really excited about. So the stands are empty.
yes, they are.
The family isn't there. It's a little sad. Friends, family, fans, everything. But like the teams are in the crowd cheering each other on, which is really sweet. But I'm actually just loving all of the watch parties that they've been airing. They've been showing like different families like gathering out in their living room, or like my two favorites. So one of the gymnasts, oh my God, I've already forgotten her name.
Simone Biles?
No, definitely didn't forget that name.
I was like, I know her.
Why have I forgotten her name? Sinu?
Michaela? Wait, who are you
No,
talking about? Suni.
Suni. I was like, Suni was not right. Yeah, Suni Lee. She, her entire family, extended family must be, are just in this tiny little living room. And every time someone comes in, like you're literally looking inside someone's house, and like so they open the front door and it's like right behind them.
Wow.
And I love these little like pictures of like where people are watching, and there's like a whole watch party in Orlando for like a lot of the swim parents and stuff. But then one of the swimmers, she's from Alaska. And my favorite thing about her, so she apparently is trained in the only Olympic-sized swimming pool in the state of Alaska, and she just graduated high school, and I guess they gathered around in the local train station because that's the biggest space they could get to watch her, and then she won a gold medal.
Oh my gosh!
And they showed the celebration, and it is the most enthusiasm I've ever seen human beings possess.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
basically like the Aussie swim coach, but like an entire room of them.
Wow! Watch out for that plexiglass. Ooh.
There was no plexiglass, but there were lots of chairs being kicked around. It was very dangerous.
That's amazing.
I've just been enjoying the watch parties because you don't see that level of like just chaos.
That sounds so
because
fun
when
to
it's so
see.
crowded.
Yeah.
So they're it's different. People forget that they're being watched on live television.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so delightful.
I have other stuff, but I think it can wait till next week. Unless there's more exciting stuff next week. Do you guys have stuff before we end the episode? Because I don't want to be the only one talking.
Oh no, that was great. I feel like
check.
we were interacting. It was great. I rather enjoyed it.
There was one thing, Sarah, that you shared with me that I think we can save for next week with the icons.
Oh, for sure.
We'll
That's
talk
about
yeah.
We can talk about that later for sure.
Cute.
Oh, I think the only other thing I'm just going to mention is this year has been the year of what I wrote down in my notes, sisters doing it for themselves.
Oh.
So we have, the story with Simone Biles, who was like, no, I need to take this time
Yes.
to take care of myself. And I fully respect that decision.
I learned, Jack was telling me today
Yeah.
that not only was it like a mental, but like she physically, her little
it's like
brain
the yips.
juices, like
Yeah.
the thing that keeps her
It's
where
called
the
the twisties.
The twisties.
I
The
read about that
twisties.
this
I learned about
morning.
the
But
twisties.
apparently every sport has something like this. Like
Yes.
in baseball and other sports, they call it the yips.
Yep.
And it's the yips of gymnastics. It's the
Yep.
twisties. They literally get lost in air, and it literally could cause a neck injury.
Yeah,
like a,
she could
a
become
spinal
paralyzed.
injury.
Yeah.
Because she can't tell which.
She doesn't know where up is anymore.
And
Sounds so
she's
when
nowhere
they were
she
like
is in space
showing
and
the
time.
replay of that last vault she did, they were like, it just proves how much muscle memory is involved in this, that she
Wow.
saved herself from actually hurting herself. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
could have been
That's so
much
And then
worse.
she's, I mean, if that happened to me, I would be like,
I
yeah,
would
I'm
have been
done.
shook.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
I would have been
I'm
shook.
done.
Right?
Because that's the thing, like when you have this like mysterious thing happen, it's usually a mental issue, it's not a physical issue, and it's also unexplainable, and you don't know when it's going to go away.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
know if it's just going to go away after you have a good night's sleep, or if it's going to
Sure.
be like 6 months of therapy and
Yeah.
like, stepping away. Like you just don't know.
I mean, to me, I can sympathize with just being like having like knowing what vertigo is and like that kind of stuff. Like, and then like having to be doing this for years and years and
Sure.
years, and then having
Wow.
your brain just kind of jumbled up and
Yeah.
is what I can understand it to be.
I mean, like we were talking last
Like-
week before the episode about my migraines. Like,
Yeah.
there is 1 week every few months where like my brain doesn't work entirely the way I need it to.
Right.
And that's it's not as mild. It's not as big as like falling in midair and cracking my neck, but it is
Yeah.
detrimental to my function for
Yeah.
several days. Like,
Right.
it happens to all kinds of people for all kinds of reasons.
Yep.
And like there was a lot of commentary about like, oh, she just needs to go see a therapist and she'll be fine. And I was like,
Oh.
people need to just let her figure
Right.
herself
Yeah.
out and
Stop trying to Yeah.
explain what's happening. But the other thing I was going to mention is this has been the year of people pushing back on like uniform rules.
I love this. I love the handball team.
So the Norwegian handball team, this is actually not Olympics related. This is related
Oh,
to like
right,
a
true.
European competition.
Adjacent.
Yeah, adjacent. But they fought back because apparently in this particular competition, the required outfit for handball
For the women's team only.
women's team only is like a freaking bikini. It's handball.
Yeah.
This is not beach volleyball, which like there's at least history behind why that is. I don't know why handball requires a bikini. No one really knows.
I don't know why many sports.
No, I know.
Whatever.
But that's so that's the other thing. So they got fined
because
this Norwegian
they
team.
chose to wear shorts for the women's team
Oh my
instead
gosh.
of bikini bottoms.
But who came to save the day, Sarah?
Oh my gosh, Pink came to save the day.
Freaking Pink. I don't know if she actually did save the day, but she offered to save the day.
That's true. I mean-
I don't know if they took her up on it.
Why wouldn't they? That's a brilliant
Yeah.
offer, and she
Yeah,
wanted to help
They
them.
were fined all this money, and Pink's like, no one gets fined for doing this.
If
yeah.
I remember correctly, it was 150 euros per person for the
Hey.
fine, and so she paid. I think it was 10 of them. So there we go.
Brilliant.
1,500 euros.
Brilliant.
So pretty nice.
It's
That's
just
awesome.
utterly ridiculous.
And then there was a gymnastics team, right?
Yep, the German gymnastics team. They have legs covered, and I was blown away.
Like the men do.
Yeah. The men get to wear socks even. Really? Like on certain apparatus, the men get to wear like long footed pants, and like the women have to show off their feet, their ankles, everything. But they fix that by covering them entirely with tape, and I also love that.
Oh, I was just thinking about how fun it is that they're gymnastics with footies. Gymnastics costumes.
It looks like little footy pajamas. They look so cozy, and then you see what they do in them, and you're like, well, that's not cozy. Like that pommel horse is way too close to that person's crotch for my interest.
Yes, it's fair.
So I've those are my three ladies speaking up and
I love it.
Pushing back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice job.
Well needed, well
Yep.
deserved.
And also, can I just say that Katie Ledecky is one of the best competitors of like, even when she like didn't win the gold to Titmouse,
so happy.
she was so humble, and she was so like happy for her, and
they
she
were
was saying
hugging, and she was like,
because it's
she was saying,
huge accomplishment.
and it was also like one of her best. It was like her second fastest time that she's ever done. She's like, I did a really good job. Like she was faster, and she worked really hard, and she's really been pushing me to do better in the sport.
The camaraderie was exactly that, because Titmus was like, and Katie Ledecky pushes me, and Katie Ledecky's like, you push me, and like I was like, I just want to hug you both. You're so sweet.
Yeah.
And then like she lost one race, and then went ahead and won like the hardest freaking race you could ever win.
And
won
she
it
did
in
like a
like
mile
it's
swim.
A 1500. It's a 1500.
Yeah.
It is 30 laps in the pool. And she was
she did that after she did
after she lost the 200.
It's so wild that they could have multiple events like that so fast
back to back
in a row.
And also she had to do the prelims for that one. They make you do that one twice.
Yeah.
And she did that on the same day that she did like another prelim and another race that she did win.
Yeah.
Like she's incredible. Who cares if she wins one, loses one? Like she's just incredible. She's such a strong competitor, and she works so freaking hard. And like I said, she's the pride of Bethesda.
And yes. And then we also had our not to be braggy about like US, but like the silver also to that's a brand new length, and our silver went to
someone who looked up to Katie Ledecky for the last 8 years.
I think she's young too, right?
Yeah,
she was like 17,
she's like 16, 17. She's still in high school.
Yeah. And she was really and Katie started crying for her.
She was way more excited for her than for herself.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because she's a nice person. She's been in the game for a while, and you get tired of being the center of attention, so you want to push other people in the limelight. It's just it's beautiful. Not everyone can be Michael Phelps and always looking for attention forever and ever and ever. Because by the way, I am tired of him, and he's not even competing this year. He is everywhere.
Well, he was doing commentary.
He was doing commentary, but like he's been on everything. Everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna end with just one more thing. The Alaska. Did you see the Alaska team and like the people cheering for Alaska when
Alaska?
That's what
I was talking about.
Oh, you did say that?
I missed train station.
Yeah,
they were in the train station.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Lydia. No, Lydia something. Yep. She beat Lily King. I remember that person's name. Mm-hmm. And it was the breaststroke. Yeah. She beat like the champion.
I've been watching a lot of swimming. Is swimming like the big thing right now?
Swimming will be over in a few days, and then it's all track and field for the rest of the Olympics.
Wow.
They stack it like this so that they can have like the most popular stuff filling the whole Olympics. They spread swimming out and spread like a track and field out. People just lose their focus. So if you're like, I don't really care about swimming, I'll watch track and field. You know when you can start watching. And gymnastics will be over by like early next week, but in between, trampoline starts. Trampoline's this weekend. Like it's going to go for 3 days while the other gymnasts are recovering from the last few days.
Nice.
Trampoline is awesome, by the way.
That is wild.
I don't know how the judging works, and I don't even care. It's just super fun to watch.
And that's
trampoline.
They just go really, really high.
Also, they didn't have trampoline for a long while.
This is like I want to say it's 8 years old. Yeah, maybe 12. I think it might be 12 years old. But yeah, they didn't have it prior to that.
Wow, exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be talking about it again.
Yeah, more next week, I'm sure.
Week. Stay tuned for more Olympic updates.
And if you really don't care, that'll probably be the back half of next week as well, if you want to skip that too.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, guys. I want to thank Jack Waitblank of Monkey Cat Studios for another finely produced Pocket Pod. And I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Rar and JB, for another fun, little chit chat talk like we do. And we'll see you next week.